Another way to add a secondary criteria to your pivot table is to add it in as a column label. Let's say we want to keep the information we have here, but we want it broken out by the month that each person spent the money. We're going to grab our date field here and we're going to drag it to the column labels section. And you'll see what it gives us here are all the dates that were in our spreadsheet up here at the top as column labels. The problem is it's giving us information for every single date that we had in that column, which is not what we want. What we want to do is group these dates into months. So I'm going to start by just clicking one of the dates, doesn't matter which, and then I'm going to right click and choose Group. Here I'm going to tell it to group by months because I just want the totals for each month. If you had data that spanned multiple years, you would also want to select years, because if you had information for January 2010 and January 2011 and you only had months selected, it would combine those 2 months together because they were both January. In this case, just month is fine for us. I'll say OK. And here you'll see it's just giving us totals for each month. It grouped them all together. We could have done the same thing for categories too. Just to show you, I'm going to remove the date field here by dragging it out. And I'm going to take my category field and drag it down to the column labels section. Now you see we get a column for each category. Another way to customize our view of this data is to add a report-wide filter. Let's say we want to keep the amount by person, but we want to look at how much each person spent at a particular vendor. We're going to grab the vendor field here and drag it down to the report filter section. And this gives us a little drop-down menu here. If I click the arrow for this drop-down menu, I get a list of vendors. If I just want to see what each person spent at Staples, for example, I can just click Staples and hit OK. Now I'm just seeing what each person spent at Staples. If I want to see multiple vendors, I can check this Select Multiple Items here. And then I have checkboxes, so I could select Staples and NERCOMP. And then I'll just see totals for what each person spent at Staples and or NERCOMP. To remove the filter and see all the data again, I can go into the filter menu here and check Select All. To remove it entirely, I can take the field here and just drag it out.